Josh doesn't like feelings, so
I don't.
you can't
This is
have
bullshit.
admiration.
Izuru.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Squad 3, this guy over here.
ours is the fucking marigold.
Warning, this Bleach podcast features mini spoilers from the upcoming anime arc 1000 Year Blood War. So if you've not read the manga or you do not want to hear spoilers for the upcoming arc, viewer discretion is advised.
What is up? Welcome to Bleach Boys number 32. We are doing the Diamond Dust Rebellion, movie number 2 of Bleach. I mean, wow, what a tree. Am I right, guys?
The animation. Right, boys? The animation. I remember liking it a lot more before.
So I would like to ask the question right at the start of the show. Which
for it.
movie did you like better? The first one
one.
or the second one? Jose?
I like this one better. I like Hitsugaya a little bit more.
If I did,
But that's me. You knew this.
as somebody cultured who enjoys a good, well-written story, number 1.
Oh, also, Josh, there was no boobage shaken. in
Yeah, it
this
was
one.
bullshit.
There was a bit at the end when you went to the bathroom where she moved and she jiggled, but it was not the quality that we had in the first one.
They put a lot more characters in this movie, though.
Yeah.
They
They
really
did.
gave a lot of
The whole
a
gang.
little bit of showtime to a little bit of everybody, aside from obviously Ichigo shoehorns himself into the story again.
So my question for the two of you: did Ichigo need to exist in this story?
No, that's
No,
I said that
not
about the
at
first one.
all.
He shoehorns himself into
Yeah.
these situations. Like this
He's
story.
like, I gotta do this all and
This
protect
story is
him.
literally A to B. Hitsugaya versus a childhood friend that
Yeah.
had the same Zanpakuto, and then Ichigo makes it all about himself.
My mom died.
Oh, I was in this mindset as well at one point in my life. I'm right there with you. You're not. I'm sorry. Did you get forced to kill your best friend?
He's the guy that shows up at the fucking gym and is like, oh, I saw you doing squats over there. This is how I personally do squats. I just
Yeah.
want to let you know, bro, because I don't want you getting hurt the same way I did.
And like he really is the one that even like defeats him at the end. Like obviously Hitsugaya and the guy
Hitsugaya restrains him pretty much.
well, Hitsugaya and him have the final duel.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Ichigo is the one who actually defeats him in his OP form. Like he's the one that does it.
Yeah.
He point blanks Getsuga.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about how broken this guy was? Because he basically just like was able to Shusui.
I think he was a joke all the way through.
Yeah.
Like,
He was a
I
joke?
didn't think he
Yes.
was that good.
How did he knock out Shusui?
They wrote that off in universe by saying, "Oh, he either got overpowered or he was very surprised." And it's
and
like
clearly we know he was surprised.
he was very surprised.
I would like to know at what point he was clearly surprised, because he, one, dodged the attack.
He
Two,
was surprised. The last thing you see, he pulls the mask off. And he's like,
Yep.
It's
and
the
then-
guy that's supposed
and then
to be
he's
dead.
in the hospital. Yep.
How?
I don't know.
That's not a
he
good
was
excuse.
surprised. He
They
was
shouldn't have
surprised.
written him in the
I agree.
story.
He was surprised.
He shouldn't have been in the
He's
story.
too
You could
smart.
say that about all of the people. You could say that about Hitsugaya. How can
Hitsugaya-
how can you have any story with Hitsugaya and fear that you're going to lose when he has the ace up his sleeve that we learned at 1000 Year Blood War that he could just pull up at any time?
Even if you pull the ace away.
it's impossible to take any situation seriously if Hitsugaya is sitting on literally the most OP move.
Yeah,
that
I
just
agree.
Ever. It's impossible. It's
Well-
the same thing with Shusui that you're saying, where it's like he's too strong
Yeah.
to have lost that, which is 100% true.
Yeah.
But it's just it's clearly this stuff wasn't planned out because it's basically a filler movie.
Yep. So I think really we could just end it on Aizen did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
It is the time-old fucking tale of Sarate being a fucking bunch of dumbasses, and then they send it to Central 46, and they're just even worse.
See, there was a lot of major plot holes.
Yeah,
Two ones that stuck out to me. One, Zangetsu comes out of nowhere and says, "This is the way of things. There's a reason for it," and totally backs the Sarate. And they never at any point in time explain why two people cannot have the same Zanpakuto.
Yeah, they basically just write it off by saying this is the way it's always been. Don't think about it, bitch.
Yeah.
It's like don't even think. But it's
Don't
like surely
change.
that means like it was potentially a dual wield situation, right? And it's like it just happened to split between two different
so
people.
what if Hitsugaya beat him, got his
Yes,
sword too, and then
yes.
had like the
He could
the
be
Kiraku
dual wielding.
thing? Yeah.
Is
that what they were scared about?
No, there's
No,
not what they're
there's
scared
no
about. They didn't
way.
explain it at all. But I'm saying it could have typically have been like if there's two Hyorin Marus,
Yeah.
he could have potentially dual wielded.
Like let's say we meet Hitsugaya with two swords instead of the one sword, and then this movie is like the backstory to that. I feel like that would have been better.
So, because second boy can't die, and because the sword would disappear.
Mm-hmm.
So that dual wield moment would be basically, I've been defeated, Hitsugaya, and then he's dual wielding dragons.
Well,
Because that would be sick. I'm not denying that.
But I mean, he could dual wield never. But I'm just saying the possibility was there for it to be a dual wield, and
Yeah.
they were like, two people can't have the same sword. It would ruin the balance. It was like, what balance? They don't even say like, oh, Hitsugaya is weaker because the other guy exists. They don't ever say that.
Yeah, I would have accepted. Because you have two Hyorin Maru. The reasoning they said, and I forgot about this. Central 46 was like, this is a trial because Maru needs this or something like that. It's for him. It's an honor.
Yeah, they basically said
They didn't say it's for Maru.
Yeah.
They basically try to write off. You should be honored that we're allowing you to like.
exactly.
Well, no,
pick.
it was like a trial
never
for
once
Maru.
Yeah, but it was a trial to see who's deserving of Maru. It's not like, oh, Maru purposely did this to put you two against each other.
So
it was, we declare that this is a trial because Maru is so strong. Clearly, you guys must need to duke it out to see who's the strongest.
So when Urahara's getting sentenced to like
let's go back to another great Central 46 moment.
Honestly, the best calls. They all had those walls.
Yeah.
I would have loved if you just seen like the back corner. There's a Maru in the fucking outfit. Yes, kill.
Well, it's like, and they also show them again. So this one they really show the faces, like half of the face of the Central 46 guys, and they have like the whole. The circular effect
like
where they're all
around him.
So then they have like the three main guys that are like higher up on the stairs.
The Harry Potter thing where they're going to judgment.
Totally.
Which always assholes. Anytime.
Exactly,
the moment
right?
you come in as a judge and you're in a circular room, you're a bad guy.
Do you think like Tite Kuo just hates Japanese politics or something? Like he's just like 100%
He's
of the
listening
time.
to Rage Against the Machine in the background. He's just like, that's right.
He hates any sort of the politicians, does not like them, thinks they're always assholes. Like,
I mean,
because they are always the bad guys.
They
in
are
everything that ever happens in Bleach, Central 46 has mucked it up.
Usually
Does
behind
Tight
it,
look like fucking Aizen?
He just, when he slicks his hair back, yeah.
Now, what I'm curious about is, and this is just going to be a broad question across all of Zanpakuto. Can Maru pick multiple people throughout generations?
Okay, so
how the fuck do they know
I wanted
it's
to
the
ask
strongest
this question,
ice?
but I was like, what if the sword, when you die, gets reincarnated in someone else, kind of like the gum gum fruit, or like they appear somewhere else, and instead it appears in someone?
I don't know if they've ever talked about, because from my understanding, from what I remember, they always say that Zanpakuto is unique to the person.
Born to the person,
and it's like
their soul,
it's
right?
like formed from their soul, where it's like, so that's why every soul is unique. You should be getting your own unique Zanpakuto.
But
then
everyone
this movie
knows.
happens, and everybody there's two of the same.
Yeah.
And then they're just like, we actually have a rule against that, so clearly it's happened before.
Yeah.
And
There
it's
you
like,
go. What happened to
can't-
those guys?
We can't allow that. Sorry.
But I mean, like during the Zanpakuto Rebellion arc, when Maru was talking, he's like, what's fucking Ryu Kokujuken head commanders Zanpakuto?
Sure. Yeah.
He's like, that's a formidable opponent. It's like, so y'all know each other. Like, it's a thing. Like, everyone just knows each other's names.
I mean, it's in this movie, again, we get the classic of everybody just somehow doesn't remember whatever they don't want to remember, whereas like Ichigo first shows up and all of the stealth force for some reason isn't aware.
Yeah, they don't know.
Soy phone
They were looking.
or phone.
Soy
Phone.
The guy who came in and fucked up all of Soul Society, like nobody's gonna remember Ichigo Kurosaki, like
I know you guys. It's
the
cool.
first substitute Soul Reaper in however many years, like
Ginjo, but since before that,
It's
bitch.
just been so many years, you know.
it's ridiculous. And then it's like they still don't trust Ichigo. It's like Soifan is like, I shouldn't be telling you this, but you
look kind of cute today.
But that quick transition.
Also, so two more plot holes because I added one in
okay,
this
so more.
conversation. The second one, who the fuck are the side chicks?
Those are wrong cards. They
Yeah.
say he got banished to like the Hueco
Waco
Mundo.
Mundo.
Yeah.
So he probably met them
First
there.
of all, we watched it in dubbed Waco Mundo. Okay.
Oh yeah, Waco.
Mundo. You got to say it with a slight white accent.
They mentions like when they re-show up after getting their ass beat by B Squad, they're like, it's his friends, and then he sucks up their powers and it's like, okay,
And then creates
then they
weird
just go,
totem.
"Ha."
Yeah, he
you go like Devil May Cry
Exactly.
Devil mode, like.
So I'm gonna. You brought up something I want to talk to you about. But the third one is, where the fuck is Hitsugaya technically? What world is he in, and can he please stay in one?
He was in the human world for the most of the movie.
Remember when he fucked up Shuei and Izuru?
That was in the human world.
Yeah,
That was in the human world?
those are very much like
he was just
Because they
Human world?
specifically, so Josh likes to watch 3/4 of the movie.
I do.
They specifically mentioned that because when that fight was happening with Shuhei and Izuru, the same fight was happening with Shusui. And they mentioned how the travel time between the 2 points is too short for it to possibly be Hitsugaya who did it both attacks.
Okay, good point. I'll allow that one.
So,
That's why it wasn't a part of my original
Yeah.
boom, victory, Sam.
So Devil May Cry 5, Clifot Tree. Is that just a running theme? We see trees at the end of every movie.
There's something like Japanese have something against trees or something. I have no fucking
like
idea.
I get world trees and
Black
shit, but it's
clover?
always the bad.
Yeah. What?
Oh, sorry,
No,
I
no, no.
fucking got triggered.
No, there was nothing bad. I was
Okay.
talking about what's his name? Vengeance, yeah.
Okay. But yeah, it's always the trees, but it's always the bad thing. Like the tree's the bad guy, or the main bad guy
Let
is
me
the
tell
tree.
you, Sam would just blow up that tree if he could.
It just doesn't.
Exactly.
It just I don't know what the thing is with the trees. I have no fucking idea. If
represents,
movie number 3 has a tree as well, I honestly don't.
I don't remember Fade to Black.
Oh, first one did have a tree. The whole thing was a tree.
Yes.
It became a
They
tree.
fought on the tree on the end. That's where the whole fight happened.
Here's what my boy Tight does not like: lawmakers and trees, man.
Cut them down. I need more pages.
Also, he just doesn't like Yamamoto being a good commander.
He was actually good in this one. He was a dumbass at the start, but then he immediately came around like almost instantly.
Hey, remember I was gonna just like
He just
murder
ripped off his
everyone?
shirt.
No apology,
Yep.
but he did very quickly like, oh, I get what's happening here. It's like,
He's never wrong, dude. He's like, I foresaw this coming.
yeah.
Could he not? This had to have happened sometime after the Amagai arc, correct?
No.
Yeah, because there's already were there
There's
hollows in the
visors.
Amagai?
What do you mean?
They talked
I
about
don't remember.
visors in Arankar. Was
Visors
Amagai?
are shown almost
Yeah,
instantly.
they're
When-
shown right away.
like Shinji makes his appearance, I think, at the end of the Soul Society.
No,
arc.
you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Oh.
sure.
Like the Soul
wow.
Society rescue arc ends, and they kind of mirror the very first appearance of Rukia with Shinji.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Okay. I was just gonna say, it just seems like you see a guy murder himself in front of everyone because Yamamoto didn't talk to people about shit. You think he would just stop fucking send execution
Well, another filler
squads?
one that has no actual any effect on
Consequences.
anything.
So- this was written from a light novel, or we're gonna talk about. And
it's like the big MacGuffin of the movie is basically Orihime powers. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Orihime in a box.
Yep. It's like, hey, good news, Orihime powers. We just pass them around.
Not
Who
as
cares?
hot.
And the way he survived is literally by random chance. That like
Right?
It chose him or
the
something
light
like that.
just happened to choose to heal him
I
and
wouldn't want his
reborn
luck.
him in Hueco Mundo. Like, and even
I'm
Ichigo,
sorry when you say it, it's so much worse.
Ichigo, even at the end, when he tries to justify the whole point of the movie, he's like, he could have just lived a second life and just not come back. It's
He
like,
really could
which
have.
is true. But like, if that's true, what the fuck is Central 46's problem? If he can clearly just live his second life and be totally fine, the fuck is their problem?
I want to know, because I remember, I'm going to go back to Turn the Pendulum arc, because that was best. Urahara, remember that fucking underground area? They're like, you know who these guys are? Really bad criminals? No, people who are no longer Soul Reapers. So literally the worst of the worst. We have to throw them
The
down here.
scum.
Well, they weren't even like in terms of being a bad guy. They were in terms of the Soul Society has deemed them to be potentially dangerous, like Minority Report.
Yeah.
So we've had to lock them away because they're going to be too. So why isn't he down there? Like that would have been a
Exactly.
good start to the movie.
Yeah. No,
like
we
that
have
would
to
make
kill
more
him.
sense. So I wonder if this happened before that then.
Before, I don't know.
Yeah.
So not that I mean us trying to relate it to anything that happens in canon is stupid. But
point.
It,
Yeah.
it would have made a more I don't know canonical sense if he was down there with like where we first found Mayuri and stuff.
I'm going to go.
Yeah, very much so.
And say if I just wanted to see very pretty colors, very pretty fights, and like for some reason it just stuck with me, Toshiro wrapping his hand with a fucking bandage looked beautiful.
Yeah.
If I wanted to see that, great fucking movie. If I wanted a coherent plot that made sense at the end of the film, I'm like, I learned something today. I don't think there's a Bleach movie for that yet.
Haven't found that gym yet.
we got 2 more coming up.
Yeah,
What's
Fade
the-
to Black and Hellverse.
Fade to Black and Hellverse.
Okay.
Echo over here. Sorry.
Yeah. What's Fade to Black?
So from my memory, I'm pretty sure everybody forgets Ichigo. And so like
Oh, holy shit,
so-
it's the whole anime.
so basically he has to like fight everybody again for the first time. Like I think like he fights Byakuya again and he fights all this other shit. I think that's what it is. They either forget Ichigo or Rukia.
I
One
think
of
it
the
was
two.
Rukia. Because
So-
there's an evil Rukia.
So when does the tree get popped in?
Don't
there?
know.
Who knows?
Don't know.
At some point, there's
We'll
going
all
to
be
be a tree.
surprised at the end of the next movie when the tree pops up. It'll be really great. So
Once the tree
like,
blossoms,
yay,
everyone dies.
couple of things you can guarantee: Central 46 is gonna fuck it up, and there's gonna be a tree. So
Captain's
So
meeting.
stupid.
yeah,
Yeah, captain's meeting.
Everyone's babe but Sam.
Did anyone notice that in the first captain's meeting they were about here, and then the second captain's meeting they were here?
Well, they also are very light on members. Is what they
Yeah.
count to be. Like it's supposed to be a very grandiose like line of guys, and there's only 7 of them. It's just like
We keep killing them off.
Yeah. And no, they also talk about disbanding Squad 10
Yeah,
because
which
of
was
Hitsugaya
weird.
becoming
What
a
the
traitor,
fuck, right?
which they don't talk about disbanding any of the other squads.
No.
What the fuck is this?
Squad.
So it's okay if you're a traitor. Cool,
Yep,
cool.
yep.
If you go talk to a traitor, cool. But you have to hand over your Zanpakuto. But I swear to fucking God, if your captain had a fucking grudge, the guy's gone. You're all traitors. If your people died in this fucking fight, you're all traitors. Fuck you. But, you know, Yamamoto was asleep during the whole fucking Zanpakuto rebellion arc when Byakuya was doing the exact same fucking thing.
See, but I feel like, so we want to talk Zanpakuto Rebellion arc to this one.
Okay.
Zanpakuto, which I think the reason why they wrote him off in the Zanpakuto Rebellion arc is because he knows the guy. Like,
Yeah.
he knows Koga.
Oh.
So it's like
Shit.
he would immediately know, like, if like Muramasa, I'd be like, oh, hey, what's up, dude? It's like,
Yeah.
it's like, I know exactly who you are.
You know what? I can almost guarantee you they thought around because Head Captain Yamamoto would have known this kid, but they were in training school instead of actually Soul Reapers, so he wouldn't have known
Soul
about
Reaper
them.
Academy.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, that's
Yep.
why Yamamoto wouldn't know this guy.
Yeah, it is, but it is still weird that he would not know. But I think he does, because obviously he could have been
It
informed.
would make sense.
But when he does show up, he seems to know like all of it
The
already. He's
situation,
like,
yeah.
"Oh, you're alive. What's up?" And then it's like, oh, "Okay, ready, go."
He had Sasuke, but tell him everything. He's like, tell me
Yeah.
what you found.
And like the only reason that they won against this guy is because they kept saying that like he hasn't mastered the Hyoranmaru Bankai
Bankai,
yet.
Well,
Yeah.
apparently no one has, because we know.
Yes.
Well, he just doesn't want to use it.
Yeah, which is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's like his new form is garbage, by the way. When he goes full dragon form, it was an absolutely garbage form.
you
He did
think
not
we-
use
You
that
mean
to
the
his advantage
the
at all.
giant dragon thing?
Do
Yeah.
you think we were going to get a fucking mecha fight? Because I did.
Yeah, I was hoping.
It was
Yeah.
starting to go that way, yeah.
It's like it was just ridiculous.
I gotta say, once again, favorite character so far in one of these fights was Kenpachi.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. They have nailed him.
Without
It's like,
Yachiru.
he really did not do anything in this movie. He slashed him, lost, and then
Yeah.
he lifted a whole fucking pillar and cut it in half.
Yeah.
And that's it. It's like
What's happening?
He
The
sold
building's
the show.
moving.
He sold
No.
the show. It's over.
No, it's spiritual pressure.
And I do gotta give credit to another cool part where Ikaku does show his Bankai in this movie.
Yeah.
I like how it's just
And
like, hey guys.
I thought that was cool.
He's like,
Yeah.
don't tell anybody this is between
Yeah.
us, but you know.
But canonically, he needs to get his ass fucking beat to the ground.
Yeah,
before
it
he
is
can
true.
use that.
It is true.
He just start
He
whipping
just
that
starts
shit up.
spinning around and just gets it.
Sam, could you tell me, or Jose maybe, could you guys tell me what did Ikaku do with that Bankai?
Oh, he.
Okay,
Yeah.
can we get that in audio format, please?
Oh,
What
he
the
was just
hell
swung-
was that?
Sorry, I swung.
Jesus.
So
I
Christ.
respected
So
it.
I was I'm spinning my whoosh, I don't know what you call that, the top blade. Here, there you go, and then somehow it was fully charged, and he just
Shing!
sliced.
That's for you guys, audio listeners.
You're welcome.
Jesus Christ. So yeah, he just attacks with it forward, and somehow that
Who
lets
did he
Hitsugaya go
attack?
through. They were clearing a
he did-
path
yeah, he
because
made a
the
path.
monsters regenerate. So all they want to do is clear a path.
There's hollows. Remember, these are all his
no,
friends.
they were Menos. These
There
are
was-
dangerous.
Well, some were Menos, some were Hollows.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
there,
yeah.
Why?
there was a mixture.
But why?
And one of the Menos was trying to squish Rukia.
Rukia, I thought that was
under his foot
funnier.
at one point. I was
You
like,
just see
yeah,
his foot
get her.
going,
Get her.
They finally kind of made Menos a little bit intimidating
Yeah,
in that
punter.
one. Yeah.
I didn't realize how huge they were. I was
Yeah,
just like,
yeah.
oh.
They
And-
still get absolutely dunked
Yeah.
on, but it's like,
And they actually finally had the scene where all of them chose to fire their Sero.
yeah.
Yeah.
We were just like, hey, look, they didn't fire it, but they were about to fire their lasers.
Ah, but
It
then
would've been fucking
Byakuya.
great.
Yeah, Byakuya's still too OP. Like, what
Yeah.
can you do?
I
So-
hate it. It sounds like, oh, who's going to save him? Byakuya? And I was like, no, it's
Listen,
going to be some
Rukia's
cool character.
in danger. Who's
Yeah.
gonna save him?
Who are you gonna
Byakuya.
call?
Okay, I know this is like super small gripe. This is a very classic Josh gripe.
Mm-hmm.
At the very end, Byakuya's just like, and it's finally finished. And you know what? Rukia's just Byakuya.
Yeah. Oh,
What the fuck did that add? What
She-
kind
her
of
her
admiration.
admiration.
Yep.
Oh my.
Josh doesn't like feelings, so
I don't.
you can't
This is
have
That's why he's
admiration.
Izuru.
Yeah.
so
Yeah. Squad 3. This guy over here.
ours is the fucking marigold.
What does it represent?
Jesus Christ.
I was so they got fucking juked. Shuei and fucking Izuru.
Yeah, they got roasted.
Yeah, but that
Like-
was cool that he managed to hit him with one of the thingies.
I love that fight.
Yeah.
I don't like Hitsugaya getting dunked on. Like, I don't think he's a great captain.
Well, he was injured the whole
Yeah,
fight. So, like,
yeah. I mean-
the whole movie, he
yeah.
was injured. Like,
Yeah.
he never got healed once. I don't know what his
he was
problem
about to faint from
and
start.
I kept, like, expecting, like, why doesn't he just freeze his wound or something?
That's
like,
what I was thinking.
Yeah, he's not
Like-
a Roy Mustang character.
Yeah.
Is he?
He's not cool as
Like,
fuck.
sort that shit out really
How to
quick. Instead, he
freeze the
just
wound.
bleeds everywhere he goes.
At one
He's
point,
leaving a trail. He wants someone to find him.
Yeah.
well, at one point, he fucking is just passed out next to a river.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, gotta keep going.
Yeah.
But he gets fucking impaled. That's like a beautiful fucking scene. And then I joked, I'm like, oh, is he gonna 30v1? And they're like, everyone was defeated.
Yeah.
It's like off screen, he just fucked up everyone.
When Bankai good nights.
And all we get is like a resolution is in the credit scene. We see Shuei and Izuru in the fucking.
Izuru's got a broken leg, and Shuei's just like,
You would be pretty pissed off about that, right?
I
Yeah,
would
I'll
be
go,
so
oh my
mad.
God.
I had a fucking movie part.
It's like, if you were a good guy, why are you attacking us still? Like,
Yeah.
clearly
Yeah.
you could have done something else. Like,
But I have a hard time, like, if you kind of just ignore everything, why is Hitsugaya going to such an extent that he would kill anyone? Because he was.
I don't think he would. That's just him trying to warn them off.
I don't think he would either. I kind of took it as if we're gonna go back to the Zanpakuto Rebellion arc again, like Byakuya with Koga.
Yeah.
Whereas like he kind of felt it was, I think what he said, it's his responsibility to kind of like
Yeah.
take care of this, and he felt bad.
Yeah.
So I think that's legitimately it. But they've used that storyline multiple times now, where it's
Yeah.
like, dude,
Take responsibility.
Just
surely,
accept the help.
Like,
right
it's
now.
once again a communication problem. Surely just communicate that with everybody else, and
Did
they'll
Tight
just let
get
you
a
go.
chick fucking pregnant? And this is like the stepdad's fucking warning
He's
words
not
like,
good at
take
communication,
responsibility.
so they're like, oh, we need a. The whole moral of the movie, by the way, was to not keep your feelings inside and was
Yeah.
to rely on others.
Oh, I didn't know that. Is that something Ichigo said?
Yeah. yes.
So it's like, but there's so many problems in Bleach that are started by this exact thing, where it's like, oh, I can't tell anybody else. I got to go do it myself. And it's like, you cause so many problems by doing this. So many.
It's because they forget who the main character is all the time.
Like,
so
it happens with Ikaku. Like, when he doesn't want to show his Bankai in the fucking... Which doesn't make sense, by the way, if he's showing the Bankai in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause,
During the fight for the 4 pillars, he loses because he doesn't want to show his
Did
Bankai.
this happen after Four Pillars, you think?
I think it happened before.
Way
I would guess
before.
this happened after the first time the Arankar showed up with Grimjo,
Yep.
where he
Okay.
actually shows his Bankai.
Got you.
I would say that lines up pretty well.
Because
Yeah,
if it
Yamichika wasn't surprised at all.
Yeah.
Because if it showed up after, I would get like he's kind of turned a new leaf and he didn't
No,
want to show it.
I
And
don't
he got
think
his
so.
ass kicked. Yeah. Yeah. But we got the return of someone dear and near and precious to our heart, the original dubbed voice actor for Urahara.
Well, is it the return,
No,
or it's just
I
like
think
it,
it's technically-
it takes place before he
yeah.
left? R.I.P. So
He wasn't his new voice actor in the last movie though.
No.
Oh.
I
it
don't
was
know
the
what
same
he's
Urahara
smoking,
all the way
dude.
through.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
We
nice
s-
hearing
we
his
said that
voice.
last time too. We're like, oh, it's a good Urahara.
Yeah.
Oh.
Same thing with Kenpachi too.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a
Enjoy
shame.
while it lasts, because when we go back, it's gonna
Maybe
be
Fade
different.
to Black
It's
might
so
not have it.
bad.
Yep.
They're both so
It's not
awful.
as good. I don't know if I would say it's bad, but like it's definitely not.
I think it's
anywhere
we're
close to.
totally used to what we got.
I'm so used to the cheer Urahara that has like full exposition going on, and in this movie he's like, yeah.
Yeah.
At one point you're like,
Oh,
He
yeah,
"Ooh."
he
shouldn't
Yep.
even been in the movie. Just another character. Like I think they are okay. I give them my permission
Yeah.
to make a Bleach movie that does not have fucking Ichigo and friends in it.
I think
give
it'd be
them full
okay.
permission.
I think it would
Like-
be amazing.
Like we said, if
Yep.
there was a filler arc without Ichigo in
it's
it,
just unnecessary. Please, I
Yeah.
do not need it.
what are the Hollows doing? What are the Espada doing?
yeah.
Like, what if we go hang out with Ishin when he's a captain? Let's go back
Yeah.
to that time.
Oh,
Like, let's
God.
go have fun there. Like, I don't need to
Josh,
see
you could have a
Ichigo,
young
please.
Matsumoto in that one.
All right, so I think we're good. I think we've said all we need to say. Movie, whatever.
Do you want to do our what like out of 10?
Yeah. Out of 10, no halves. Josh, did we
I
hear that? Did
swear to
everybody
God,
hear
I
that?
didn't hear you
No
that time.
half reviews. So, because then that would be out of 20.
I'm gonna be
So-
consistent. I'm just a straight 6 for me.
Okay.
Some people have just
Josh?
been very fucking spicy in the comments. Out of
Out of 10.
What, out of 10?
Yep.
God, I want to do a fucking half so bad. 4.
I would give this. I don't remember what I rated the last one.
I think you're
I would
right.
give this
I
a
gave it
5.
5, yeah.
I think they are both so incredibly mediocre.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, this is not a good, it's both of them are not good anime films. They're not.
I was taking a piss during the credit scenes, and I legit had this very strong thought that one of the writers had a fucking stroke in the middle of it and died.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the team was like, he died in the middle of writing this. Just make it happen in honor of him. And that's what happened. So that's canon in my head.
Okay.
I know that's super toxic. I was just like, it doesn't make sense. They didn't even try.
Like it's so I don't know, like low hanging fruit. It's so easy, like to write this. Like, oh, we just have this guy show up. We have this guy show up. Oh, he's actually a good guy. Who would
Put all the characters in there.
Then it's like same thing with the fucking Senna movie. We're gonna introduce new character number 1. Oh, I wonder if she's the thing they're looking for.
Yeah.
Oh God.
The MacGuffin.
Yeah, it's
The
stupid.
We didn't even talk about the Owen.
It doesn't
it doesn't matter. It's already
Did
he
you
made a
know
box.
We
Remember?
talked about it.
Did you know if you cut it though, it does things?
Yeah, it's stupid.
How do you fix this movie? Is my question.
I just think
Take
there's
Ichigo out.
significant problems with anime movies, and it happens with a lot of them, where they are filler. And it comes back to all my gripes with fucking filler, where the way they approach it is like, oh, we're going to try to make it look as much like normal Bleach as possible, where they really need to go the opposite direction. Go do something fun with it. Go kill people. Go do something else. Like, you have this opportunity to where none of this matters. None of it exists at all, except for, the
Would you rather
Valley
it
of
be canon?
Screams or whatever the fuck
Yeah.
from... I would rather be canon. Yeah, that's an option.
So like the My Hero films.
Yeah, My Hero, Demon Slayer, one of the two. But it's like when they go with the filler route, it's just like, and they don't even do the hype moments well, which would make a great part of doing this. Is like, oh, you can do team ups, you can do whatever, you can make them do cool moves because you have a movie budget behind it. Instead, like there's one part they start playing Ichigo's theme and they cut away.
They did.
Look at Hitsugaya wandering around.
I know something I have to tell him.
That's where he did the.
It was
the thing.
ridiculous. It was like the one hype part. Like there were more like they actually showed more of the fight scenes in the first movie. But then it's like this one, they had more opportunities for everybody to participate, and then it was just done poorly.
And it's not like Bleach got any worse during this time. Like it was getting bigger.
It was
I feel
starting to
like
get probably at its peak popularity.
And if I remember, these two movies, they came out pretty close. Like they were not a long wait between the two.
Yeah, you're right. I remember seeing one a couple months, and then you telling me there's another one coming out.
But it's like it was just not a good showing. It's really not. Like I don't. Even if I was to have not started watching Bleach, we're not doing this podcast, alternate reality.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I really want to watch. Like I'm craving some Bleach. What should I watch? I'm not going to the movies. I'll tell you that right now. I will skip that. Maybe I'll watch the opening to the Hellverse and I'll move on with my life because.
That's all we needed, right?
I don't remember the opening to the Hellverse.
They redo the Ulquiorra versus Ichigo fight for like
do they
30 seconds or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So it's like but in a perfect reality, the movie should be like great thing. Like, oh, it's like I want more Bleach in my life. Oh, let me just watch this one shot movie that has all my favorite characters in it, and I'll just watch that. But it's shite.
I like. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like they don't handle the fun things of doing a movie. They don't handle well. It's so poorly done. It's boring.
They clearly did. If Fade to Black is what you said it is, they could have clearly done the hey, what if Rukia was the main character kind of shit, and then it's like alternate universe.
She was supposed to be the main character.
Yeah, no, exactly. But like, just tell that story. Do something cool.
That would have been
light
a great
novel
movie.
shit if they had it. Or we talked about Mugen Train. Maybe just instead of fucking animating it as a series, do it as a fucking movie. Like if it's a small arc, do it as a movie.
Yeah, or it's like at this point, obviously these were done a very long time ago, but like at this point, like Bleach has got so many light novels. Like just pop out a light novel or something. At this point, like do some additional materials. Like just knock that shit out. Where it's like I'm worried for the Black Clover movie that got announced, where it's like there's no way it's gonna be canon. So I don't fucking know. I have no idea what they're gonna do. So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
But
when's it supposed to be?
They literally just announced it. I have no idea.
So it's probably in the works.
Yeah. So, okay, those are my thoughts. We'll be doing Fade to Black next. So, probably a movie a lot of you guys don't remember, as is the theme of the movie.
Yep.
So we will see you guys next Friday for another episode of Bleach Boys. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Let us know what you thought of Diamond Dust Rebellion. I don't even know why it's called that. So let us know in the comments down below. Why is it even fucking called Diamond Dust Rebellion? Because there's no diamond,
It had a
there's
cool
no
name,
dust,
though.
there's not even a fucking rebellion.
But that one guy's thumbnail said the worst Bleach movie ever, and we walked into that.
Yeah, when you try to find the movie on YouTube, the first thing comes up is the worst Bleach movie. So great SEO from that guy. Congrats.
Yeah. So it's only up from here, boys.
All right, we will see you guys next Friday. Have a good one, everybody, and let us know what you thought in the comments. Bye.